All right.
It's kind of
Three, a two, a one. Welcome to another episode of Huff and Brown. Well, today's episode features a real class act. We've got our brother, Barefoot.
Barefoot's in the house.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, baby?
Yeah, no, not too shabby. How you doing?
Another round of applause for him.
Oh,
Shit,
give it
that's
up for Barefoot.
that's
everybody.
classic.
Barefoot.
Hey, you got some nice shoes on today, dude.
Oh yeah, God gave them to me.
God gave them. God, those are them Nike gods.
The
right
Nike
there.
gods, they're fresh.
Jerusalem Cruisers, dude.
The Jerusalem Cruisers is what we call those bad boys.
We call those bad boys.
I don't think them Air Force 9s don't even have calluses like that on the bottom of
they
them.
ain't
You
got
can't
shit.
get grip like that off of synthetics.
They ain't got shit on those Jerusalem Cruisers. All right, Barefoot, man. Give us your mantra.
My journey is a spiritual one.
Hell yeah.
It's just something I've been honestly it's implemented in my my brain for like quite some time now, and I feel like it's I don't know, do me pretty justice.
So a spiritual journey. I've got a bunch of questions before we get into deep shit.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Barefoot.
Should we do like an overview and then
I
dive in?
want to know how you got your name Barefoot. I mean, obviously, I don't think I've ever seen you wear a fucking pair of shoes. But what did that? Why don't you wear shoes, man? Where did that stem from?
Honestly, his last name, Dad's name is Barefoot. For a while, I thought he was an Indian until recently, but that's a whole nother jive.
Does he look Native American?
Yeah, but it turns out he's a little Irish fuck.
They're all alcoholics, Irish and Native Americans. I think those are probably the heaviest drinking peoples, dude.
Oh yeah, we're all oppressed.
Yeah.
So I mean, so your dad's last name is Barefoot. So you're like, yo, I'm just not gonna wear shoes. I'm gonna totally embrace.
Wait,
my
is
name.
it
'Cause my last name is Brown, and I don't try to like be brown.
brown
And his
streaks.
last name's Huff, and I don't see him huffing
I don't
diesel
huff
gas.
shit,
Skid marks
yeah.
everywhere.
You know what I mean? That's a big dude. Like, dude, I have baby feet. Like, I couldn't fucking fathom walking around barefoot all day.
Shit, I gotta be committed.
Have you ever got like, had trouble with that? Like got cut or something? Or?
Oh yeah, I've been at festivals and picked up pins that I pulled out of my foot.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yes.
when did you start going? Yes, you can call me Brian.
You kind of look like Jesus, actually.
I try.
You do resemble Jesus. When did you start not wearing shoes? Was that like from a young age? You were just barefoot all the time?
Oh
in
yeah,
nature?
man. My first experience going out in the wilds, not wearing shoes, honestly, don't even remember. Apparently, I was a baby and walked through the woods to my mom's friend's house. Yeah, I found this out
That's
like
fucking cool.
5 years ago.
Bro. So that's just.
So I guess
like,
it's been
in
been
your
a minute.
blood, dude.
That's badass.
That's pretty fucking badass. I've got baby bitch feet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I got if I walk outside on some pea gravel, dude, I'm like sitting down asking for somebody to come help me.
Dude, you
I'm
can
like rolling
borrow
on the
some
ground.
layers.
I have baby feet.
I don't know why like toe injuries are so frightening to me. Like, step on some glass and it's like stuck in there for a while. Fuck that shit, dude. That
Because if
freaks
you
me
fuck
out.
your feet up, you can't walk, and if you can't walk,
And also, when you
that's-
stub your fucking toe on your coffee table, worst pain you could ever
Oh,
experience.
that's worse. I'd rather be crucified.
Yeah, seriously.
I feel like
Along
you've-
with the Jesus thing.
I feel like you've got to have built up some kind of immunity to that, though. Going barefoot for so long, I feel like that kind of shit just like what would probably cripple me or Seth. You would just be like, meh.
That's fine. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would take like literally a nail going through your foot.
It to me, it honestly kind of goes back, like I said, to my journey is a spiritual one, but my shell is obviously physical. So in terms of like going to a festival or something like that, or walking through the woods, barefooted, it's just a matter of like mind over matter, mind over body, I guess.
Being in tune with
don't really
nature
feel
and
the
the
shit
earth.
anymore.
Bro.
Dude, I've never really understood like the whole like mind over matter thing. Not that I don't think it's like real, but like I feel like too much crazy shit goes on in my head that I can't like sit and just like
Oh,
be
tell me
calm
about
and
it.
I guess you have to practice and shit. That's why people do yoga and stuff, I guess. But like, I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, like, I think it's cool. Like, I think I would like to be that way, but I'm just not. I'm a piece of shit.
It's not a survivalist. We're just soft as baby shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, I like cheeseburgers.
I like watching Naked and Afraid, but I would never be on it because I know I would lose.
Oh, that's my shit.
Do you think you could go on Naked and Afraid?
Oh,
Dude,
absolutely.
I think he would fucking kill it on Naked and Afraid.
I would
dude.
have way too much joy. I'd be in my head the entire time.
Do you guys think they fuck?
Yes, I
Dude,
think
they have to.
I think certain ones of them do. I think
You wanna raise
you can
body
tell
temperature.
because some of them go out there with the real survivalist mindset, and then they're not fucking. They're like, no, if we fuck, we're gonna burn like 2,500 calories. You know what I mean? Like we don't even have food to eat
Can't
tomorrow.
exert
Like,
the energy.
You know what I
the
mean?
energy. Yeah, we can't.
But
waste
you
it.
see some of those girls go out there and there's like 23-year-old Brittany from fucking Wisconsin, and she's like, "Hey, I'm just coming out here to get some dick in the woods, y'all." You know what I mean? Like some of them are trying to fuck. If they get matched up with the right person,
I don't think they're
a few of them have slipped.
I don't
in,
think
I'm
they're
sure.
going on it to fuck. Like, I'm gonna get some pussy because I'm gonna go Naked and Afraid, and I'm gonna have to be naked with a girl, and I'm gonna get some pussy, and I'm not gonna have food for 30 days, but it'll be fine. 'cause
I'm gonna get some- I'm
pussy.
gonna
get
No,
some
like,
wants up
they
that way.
don't think that. I think they go, it's a perk. You
Yeah,
know?
I think it under the right circumstances, if they get paired with the right partner, somebody that they just click with. But a lot of, I mean, dude, I've watched a lot of that show. Some of those people are not
It's like
compatible at all.
63-year-old Frederick and just goes out there
Yeah,
with
it's a
some like little 21-year-old.
Yeah, but like,
53-year-old Army Ranger out there with a 22-year-old festival
Oh
girl.
God,
that
he's
likes
never
oh,
seen
God.
anything other than his
hippie
couch.
child.
so much cum.
So
much cum.
So much.
I mean, like, I don't care who it is. Day 15, you go day 15, you're starving, you're dirty. Like, you're looking at your partner, like, yeah, you know
That's a
what?
piece of meat.
Yeah.
I've also, that's where you see probably the hairiest women is on that show. And a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
for
those
sure.
girls go out there with pre-game hair. You know what I mean? They're already growing that shit out, dude.
Right.
You know, it's like an extra little blanket.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart.
For warmth sake, you have to spoon. You know what I mean? And if you're spooning with somebody and you're both naked and they're mildly attractive, you're gonna get a boner.
So,
yeah. But-
so having pubes is kind of like a selfless manner if you go out in the wilds with like another naked person. And it's courtesy.
Yeah, it really is. It's like some drapes. It's a little curtain for them.
Dude, I hope you go Naked and Afraid. I'd watch that episode.
Oh God, how do we make this happen?
Let's make this happen. I would
yeah, let's make
love
it
to
official
do
right
that.
now. You're going on Naked and Afraid, dude.
I need to submit my resume.
Bro. I
We'll
think
make a video, like an audition video, you know?
It's me laying naked in the woods.
it's just you doing your everyday life. It's you working at the tavern,
Building
with no
fires and
shoes
doing
on. Like,
pagan
yo, I'm
shit.
barefoot, and you're like, I don't need to. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, okay, yeah, being naked out in like wherever would suck for 30 days. But honestly, not having shoes. If I had shoes, I'd be okay. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
dude, that's what I'd bring. I'd bring shoes. I'll figure everything else out. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
Like, I'd just bring shoes. I'd bring some fucking...
and your teammate would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I'd be like,
Like,
yeah, well, at
what
least
a
my feet are gonna be
puss.
all right.
really? Yeah, you selfish ass. Yeah, I mean, you can make some shoes, but a lot of the shoes I've seen them make.
That's
are
the one thing I
pretty
would bring.
terrible.
What would you bring if you went on it?
First thing to come to mind is rope, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, needing to tether things, get to like, a vantage point, something like that. I don't know. I see it as more of like a tool than like a weapon.
I guess it would depend on where you were going, because I think they let them know where they're going at least. You know what I mean? It's like if you were going out to the Mojave Desert or a desert region somewhere, you wouldn't want to take a fishing net. You know what I mean? So I guess that kind of plays into it. Because I would say a fishing net. That's what I would want to take, like a big cast net.
Either that or just a good fucking knife.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me a good deer knife out there.
good.
Make some
buck
shit
knife.
happen.
I'd bring a Steve Winwood tape just to keep me like...
But nothing to
excited.
play it in.
No, I'd
That's
I'd
two
put the tape
items.
into a tape player that counts
Wait.
as one thing.
That's two items.
That's two items.
Dude,
Counts as
100%
one's
two items.
inside the other, so it counts still.
Nah, but they're gonna look.
got
at that.
headphones with that shit,
I
too?
don't
Because
know.
if I'm out there for 30 days, dude, if I
Seth.
can listen to Higher Love in the morning when I wake up, I'm pumped to go eat spiders.
Yeah, but Seth, it's one
Sand.
item, dude. It's not. Oh, I'm gonna bring one item. That's a bag filled with everything I need.
exactly.
All right. Well, then I'd bring the tape and I'd fashion some sort of device that could play it.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you fucking-
All right,
So you
Rick
could bring a
Sanchez.
bag of holding with all your shit in it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring a survival kit and a fucking gun,
Dude, I would hide the Steve Winwood tape
Gun.
in my ass and bring a tape recorder and be like, check it out.
Wait, so boofing's
I
allowed?
always thought about that. Like, yo, I would want to chaw. You know what I mean? I'd want my tobacco.
Pack of cigarettes.
I would want to fucking. I'd shove a fucking nuggie, a greenie in my
All right, so
fucking
drugs are
butt.
allowed.
Or you'd bring drugs. But good segue. Let's talk about drugs.
Drugs. Well, if you were gonna take drugs out there, I would probably want like mushrooms, or probably mushrooms is what I would say.
Dude,
I would bring at least a sheet.
you'd have
A sheet of some acid.
how many mushrooms would you have to have if you were there for 30 fucking days? You have to have like a fucking pound of mushrooms or something.
Why? It's
Because
heavy.
you come down, you're like,
That's
oh, shit, I'm in the
cumbersome.
wilderness,
Yeah, but
naked.
I'm thinking maybe if you're out there in the woods, if you brought enough for one good spiritual trip, that would carry you on for the rest of your journey out there in
No
the
way
woods.
you go through withdrawals day 15.
You don't get withdrawals from mushrooms.
I don't know. If you're naked and afraid, maybe you do.
No withdrawals from everything at that point.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
guess you're right, dude.
I was trying. Let me get on my segue.
All right. You write a segue. What a
Let's talk about microdosing.
Let's talk about
Is
it.
that something you're familiar with, Barefoot?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What is microdosing?
Well, I guess it's relative at this point. Some will say, half a hit, maybe like a quarter of one. Some might say, I don't know, like one or two. Just a good like wake up call, enjoy the day.
How frequently would you do that then? Are you talking like every day you're taking a quarter hit of acid, or?
You gotta let your your levels and whatnot level back out, serotonin and dopamine and whatnot. But a good 2 to 3 times a week, something like that, medicinal level, I would say.
So you say a good 2 or 3 times a week, taking anywhere from a quarter of a hit to 2 hits?
More like a hit or 2 to 5.
A hit or 2 to 5, 3 times a week.
That's about right.
Does it like help with anxiety, or like what's the purpose? I mean, I know it's like fun to trip and shit, but like what's the medicinal purpose behind it for you?
Medicinal purposes for me, honestly, I feel like would be on a shamanic level. If I pronounce that right.
Like shamanic,
Yeah.
like South African.
Which says like how I feel nowadays is like a new age shaman. My getting to this point is hell. I've been eating acid for 15 years. At this point, it's more than just like see like good shit and crazy. I got my lights and brain squanchy stuff, but at this point, it's honestly a catalyst for me to delve into my higher self. It's a way to help my art and has helped me from the darkest places of, latter years. But, so I would say more so than it just being fun and, pretty is, for me, it's much deeper than that.
So you feel it literally gets your brain in that happy. It gets you feeling normal almost. It's like what you use to get in the right headspace.
Precisely. The first time I ever dosed, I said to myself, I was like, this is home. I was like, I never want to leave here.
I can understand that, man. I mean, I haven't taken hallucinogens. Let me think. I'm 28 years old now. The last time I took a hallucinogenic was I was probably 22 or 23 years old. So it's been a good 4 or 5 years for me. But I came to a point, I liked mushrooms, and I came to a point where I felt like I had gotten everything of that, tapping into that other brain length of mine. I felt like I had gotten everything I was going to get out of it. And I just remember tripping and being like, I don't even enjoy this. I want to feel the other way again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's after that, I didn't trip anymore. And I have nothing but I don't hate on hallucinogenics at all because I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. And I'm not saying I'm never going to again. But for me personally, I kind of came to a point where I was like, I don't think there's anything else. I don't know. That's weird. What do you think about that though? Because that's always been in my head.
You talk about like hitting like just a point where like I can't go any further than this. Like this is as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, kind of. Just being like, I've done this before. I'm not getting anything that I haven't done, like gotten the past like maybe 10 times that I've tripped, and I feel like I'm just losing my mind in this, and I want to feel normal again. It made me not feel normal. You know what I mean? Which is weird because mushrooms opened my eyes and my mind to like all sorts of different shit. And I was like, yo, this shit is like tapping into something for me. But I don't know. It was weird. I just came to for me personally, because I know everybody's different.
And that hell is right. Everybody's there's more than like one perspective for everything, and there's always nobody. Fuck, we're all like snowflakes, whatever. Like we all form differently, like out of geometric shapes. Some people's life, they're like what they want or what they need inside like your head. We're all different. I don't feel anybody can like criticize anybody else for saying, well, like that's how you live your life or that's what you think, so that's wrong. Oh, fuck that. Like you do what you need to do, and what you feel is like your intuition. If that's how you feel, like then that's what you did get out of it. You got what you needed, like in more of like the physical level.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, if you're not hurting anybody, you know what I mean? Like, find your home, like you said, you know what I mean? Like you felt like home and you did it. And if that works for you, I mean, and I don't think is there like any really bad physical long-term effects of like taking hallucinogens? Like if you're like compared to like smoking cigarettes or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, is there like,
I can't speak scientifically, but as I said, it's been 15 years and I feel fucking great.
Yeah.
Best I've ever had.
I feel like it's not, I don't know if it give you, I think the worst thing you could run into is if you were not being smart about it and you were getting some stuff that somebody had made in a fucking bathtub somewhere that was like some not acid, and you got a hold of some like dirty shit that, well, I mean, that something in that could fuck you up, I guess.
And like total respect out of like your lifestyle and everything, but I had one, like I said, or I told you earlier, like I've taken hallucinogens like a handful of times, maybe like 5 times, like fucking, shrooms and acid. And I had a really bad trip on acid that like still I get like anxiety effects from when I like, if I like smoke some weed or something like that. Sometimes it comes back, you know what I mean? And it was just like that one time. And granted, I'm fucking bizarre, you know what I mean? Like whole bunch of shit's going on in my head all the time. So like, I probably shouldn't take hallucinogens in general, you know what I mean? But it was that one time that I still remember. And have you ever had like anything like that where like you
like
had
a bad trip?
That bad trip where
oh no, it's a trippy machete.
Yeah, like
so I've told people like several times. I've had plenty of dark trips, but I've never had a bad trip. There has been several times over the course of my space piloting that there's been some strange shit happen. Obviously, at times, even when like a real bad thing like actually starts to occur, someone like, for example, hell, like you're dosed up and then someone like right across the street gets shot. It's actually happening, but it's so profound to you that it's, but nothing like that's ever happened. But no, I've definitely had some times where I was seeing, and this is off of like, more mushrooms than acid, but because that shit comes from the inside. But no, there's definitely been plenty of times where I've been scared or kind of came to at a point to where like I had tears rolling down my face.
Yeah.
Can you like what do you think your most like terrifying experience? Like,
so my most terrifying experience, I guess, or most profound experience off of a dark trip was, and this is why I stopped doing mushrooms for a minute, is because, like I said, I came from like a real dark place, man. Like I kind of made home there, but it was still a lot of shit, monsters that I was dealing with. This is why I say it's medicine for me. This one time, man, like I crawled into my buddy's room, and there was these gray faces forming out of shadows, just like crawling up within like centimeters of my face. And I crawled into the bed. Needless to say, at the end of this, I'm sitting by a fire, and this is the whole time with my eyes closed, and I look up and I just see these like figures around chanting this weird mantra thing that I've never heard anywhere. From there, I turn around, I'm at this like void. and something told me, it was like, if you keep walking forward, you're going to die. Not in like a bad way, but it was like your spirit is about to leave your body, and your body will, it's like a fucking like computer without like a CPU. Like it can't run. Like, and that's how I felt. And something about that point, as I had to turn around, I was like, no, like this, I can't go out this easily.
No, that's, dude.
All right.
Dude,
Okay.
I would be fucking shitting. That's one thing I want to say before you say what you're gonna say though. You said you were taking mushrooms. That's what I enjoyed more than anything, because personally I was like, acid is something that somebody's making somewhere. It's some synthetic made chemical shit. A mushroom is something that's growing naturally. It's something that grows. So I felt more comfortable with that. I'm with you on the whole like natural shit. I grew up in the woods. I'm fucking all about being in nature. I hate living in the city. I can't wait to move back to the fucking country. But mushrooms is so much more of a psychological thing than acid is. For me, at least, I always felt every time I take, and maybe that's why I feel the way I do about hallucinogens, is like I just want to feel normal, because mushrooms get in your head, dude. Do you agree with that? Do you think mushrooms are a more mental game than acid?
Absolutely. Acid, I feel, is more. It's an environmental thing. You're subjected to what's around you. You make yourself comfortable, and it'll like bring in what's happy. Your environment. Mushrooms definitely. If you're in a bad place, like in your head, in your life, like that shit it'll put up a mirror in front of you, and like it'll pull things out that like you need to know.
Yeah,
and
it's it's a lot to handle for
and
some
it
people.
is a lot of people. They do it and they get scared almost, and it's like, dude, that's your brain. That's your inner like ancient knowledge, like lifting like your eyes, lifting that veil. It's like, yeah, dude, it's gonna be a little fucking weird.
Yeah,
I think it's way different too, like when compared to like when you're with people and when you're alone.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you're alone, it can get fucking dark, dude. Like if you took like an eighth of mushrooms and sat in a room, which I've done before, I'm not proud of it, but I've done it before. Well, I mean, I didn't like do it on purpose, but I took some and I was like, I gotta go away, and I went and sat in a room for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like the amount of like fucking friction that goes on in your head, like with all these shits that you usually don't want to think about or whatever, like it's fucking crazy. Like if you're not in a social environment where you don't have to think about that shit, you're thinking about, oh, it's fun playing ping pong right now, you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit, your thoughts go that way. But if you're alone, man, sometimes like it gets real, you know what I mean? So all right, so last question, and then we'll like lighten it up a little bit. How about that? Do you think that this is very broad, but do you think that you go into like a different reality or dimension or something like that when you're on some mushrooms, just like acid or DMT even?
Yeah, what all hallucinogens have you done?
Shit, what haven't I done?
So you've DMT. All right, we're gonna go through a list, and you go caw if you've done it. All right, we're gonna say DMT. Caw. All right,
Acid.
Caw. Mushrooms. Caw. What peyote? Caw.
Ayahuasca.
Caw. Have you? All right, the toad, dude. What's the Amazonian toad?
Oh God, I wish.
I'm pretty sure you gotta go there for that.
Yeah.
I don't really know
That's
that
a
many.
bucket
What
list
else?
thing.
Is there anything we're missing? Let us know what our ignorant asses are.
Yeah.
don't
Well,
even know about.
there was the point where I was kind of tending a psychoactive garden, but that was just shit that like you honestly have to be careful with. But like datura, you can boil it down the seeds and fucking make like a tea, and it's kind of like a weird little gel. Moonflower, crush that up and fucking put it on some joints. I don't know, nightshade, adanthera, like. There's
Dude, you are speaking a foreign language to me right now.
And
That's
dude,
the
these
coolest
are all
drug
fucking
I've ever-
This is the coolest sounding shit that I want to know all about.
Oh shit, these are all like flowers and different plants that you can grow like organically, but
Where are they native to?
the world.
Oh, well, okay, no shit.
No, dude, but I'm really curious about my original question. That like, where do you think you go?
I think you go in your mind.
Do you think it's
Inward?
just all in your mind, or do you think you go somewhere else? You know what I mean?
Both. I feel like it's pretty symbiotic. Honestly, more so than anything, I feel like I do it to go inward. It took me, so when you talk about all this like crazy shit like going on in your head and like, you went off and be like alone and stuff, 99% of the trips that I've ever taken, I've been alone. It was at a point to where like sobriety was where I was seeing shit crawl up the walls and like static, and I wasn't sleeping, and everything was just shit was weird. Like,
Is it still
Just
that
so-
way, or
do what?
is it still that way? Like,
No, it's actually settled at this point, but I feel like that was something that I intended on doing as well as not intending on others. It just kind of wound up that way. But
yeah.
where do I go? I feel like it honestly takes me inward enough to realize that there is no separation from going anywhere to like a different reality in this one. Like, it's all kind of, everything's so amorphous, man. Like, everything's connected. Everything's so layered, and possibilities are infinite. Reality is relative.
you
know,
make your own.
It's like fucking Play-Doh, dude.
Reality.
Like, we all have our balls. So you can just stretch it around and make it how you want to.
That's crazy. You could talk
So
about that
you-
forever.
Well, so you think whenever you're like tripping and stuff, you're not. You're asking Seth as if you take some acid and then blast off into another dimension and start seeing Slender Man and shit. I don't think that's what happens. I think it ignites certain things in your brain.
I think it's way more complex than we even know.
I think it's just you tapping into your brain. I think it's all in your head, dude. And like Barefoot was saying, it's all perceptual. You make your own reality. If you sit here, if you thought me and Barefoot were out to kill you and you believed that, you made your own reality. Me and Barefoot are out to fucking get you, dude.
I'm
We're
worried now.
not, but if that's what you wholeheartedly believe, that's
you
what
think.
you can make your entire reality become.
Now it's
you know
like
what I mean?
2 against 1, and you have 2 cats too, and I don't know where Dale teeters.
And you end up killing me and him because you think we're out to get you or some shit. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
you can make your own reality, and you can convince yourself all sorts of shit. You
I
know
think
what
I think for sure Dale would probably want to kill me.
I think Dale would, dude, because I
Dale?
mean, you had the
How
one
do you
song,
feel about that?
"Killing Dale
Dude,
Under the Lights Again,"
again.
and that song got remixed for this rock opera that's coming out in later 2019.
drop
I'm thinking
mixtape.
fall 2019, maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
winter.
Winter maybe,
But,
Christmas.
It's a new rock
Christmas
opera?
Day.
Oh, shit, son.
There's a rock opera coming out, dude. We've been hearing about it. It's called My Circus. I don't know, dude.
I don't know who wrote it.
I don't either, dude. I don't know who even played on it. I don't know anything about it.
All right, dude, let's do some this or that. Unless Dale has anything to add.
Do you have anything to add about the hallucinogenics or anything like that, Dale?
No, man, I don't think so.
I have one more question because I remember talking about this earlier. Do you think there's any kind of effect if you were to be like microdosing or anybody taking acid for, 2 or 3 times a week for an extended period of time? Whenever you stop taking that, do you think there's any kind of like character, like personality thing? Like after you've been having that fed to you so much on a consistent basis, if you cut that off, do you think there's any kind of personality or character, things that-
Changes?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Significantly. It's not for, I wouldn't say for a worse manner, though. Like, obviously. I feel like at first, if it's almost kind of taboo. Like, you do it once or twice, and it's still kind of strange, and, you don't really know how to react, but you'll get there. And it's almost just like a settling. You drop a fucking rock into a river and, the ripples go out, but eventually the water settles back. But there's something added to it. Like, that's how I feel like it is. You carry a lot with you, but no burdens.
Hell yeah. All right, that's all I wanted to get in. I was
Hell
curious about that.
That was
Hit him with some
beautiful.
this and that's, dude.
All
Do
right,
some this and that.
this and that's. Power Rangers or Beetleborgs?
Oh, Power Rangers, bro.
That was a dumb one. Everyone's gonna say Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
what the? I don't even know.
Beetleborgs was
Beetleborgs.
I forget what it was called. Beetle something. It was after Power Rangers. It was like the step brother of Power Rangers.
Lame.
All right.
God damn it, Dale.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, bro, DMT or ayahuasca?
I haven't done either though.
I'm asking Barefoot. I don't care what you fucking think.
Well, honestly, I would just have to say DMT. Ayahuasca is, I've always really wanted to have a pure ritual, is go out into the fucking rainforest, like South America or something, and hit like.
Naked and afraid.
Exactly.
Maybe, dude. That's
know,
hey. We
just-
really
that's your
got to
one
get him
item
on
of
the
I
show.
accidentally stumble upon like a
Really
shaman or
gotta get
something.
you on that
Dude,
show.
this podcast might
Yeah,
skyrocket.
once Oprah
Soaring.
catches on to
Yeah.
what we're doing,
Once Oprah hears it, dude.
yeah, she's
You're
gonna
on
get you
Naked
on
and
Naked
Afraid.
and Afraid, dude.
She
Discovery Channel's gonna give you
One
Shoot it
phone
to her.
call from
Please
Oprah.
sponsor
You're gonna
me.
get on the XL challenge too, the straight 40 days.
I'll show my
challenge.
meat
You're
stick
gonna
to the
do
world.
you're gonna do that
Just
one
kidding,
show
it's
too. The
blurred.
one, America's Got Talent.
And they're gonna let you meet Bear Grylls and Cody Lundeen.
You guys are
Oh,
gonna
he's got a
fucking
new
king.
little interactive thing. Now I could like petition for too.
Who, Bear Grylls?
Oh yeah.
Dude, fuck this. Let's just go over there. I see a bunch of trees through the window. Go out there, video camera. You strip down,
Yeah.
and then you just do Naked and Afraid by yourself. And you can have breaks. Come back here, get some water, but then be like, oh, I'm so thirsty.
Bro, we need to find a female contestant, and it'll be Huff and Brown's Naked and Scared challenge, and it'll be 2 people. That's it. Huff and Brown's Naked and Scared
Yeah.
challenge, and it'll just be, maybe even a 1-week thing out in the woods, dude.
Yeah, but like it's just like short clips, and we come back in here and like hang out, and eat pizza, and then we go back out and like rub some dirt. in your
Rub
face
some
or
dirt on myself.
God, it's been so hard.
I'm
No,
so
no
scared.
difference, man. It would be fucking
I'm
awesome.
so naked and scared.
Afraid.
All right, your turn for this. Or wait,
No, let Barefoot ask us
All right.
of this or that, dude.
Life or Monopoly?
Oh, Monopoly.
dude, I've never finished a game of Monopoly.
Because, dude, you don't finish.
Because
what
it
you
always
start,
ends
dude.
in a fucking fist fight.
dude, they're like 5 hours long. The game is like 5 hours long.
See, this is where I've learned about Monopoly. There's
Commitment.
2 types of Monopoly players. There's ones who will finish the game, and then there's the rest of the world who's just like, no, fuck this after like 2 hours.
Nope.
That's why you play the sped up
I
version.
only play with my family though, so like, I was down to keep going, but like at a certain point in the game, my brother or my sister would be like, "Fuck this, you guys have gone to bed." You know what I mean? I was still down to play the entire game.
Dude, I had friends who was just like, no, like I'm done, and the others are just like, no,
I'm gonna tell you
you're
right
gonna
now.
mortgage your shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Monopoly is a game for real motherfuckers, dude. Because it's dealing with real shit. You going to jail. You going around the same fucking vicious cycle over and over and over, fucking spending money, getting a little money, spending more money. It's the real shit. The
I had
game
a-
of life is
I drew a fucking
bullshit.
card that was
the
like-
game
It's
of
too easy.
They were like, spin a wheel, got a house. Spin a wheel, got a wife and kids. Bullshit,
Oh,
dude.
you got triplets.
No,
Everything's that
no.
easy.
Monopoly, you go through the real struggles, dude. You losing property. You're not just getting handed out. You're
$50
either
here.
okay. Here you go. You got a shack. Here you go. You got a mansion. Whatever. You just getting handed shit.
But you could
gotta-
start off with a wife and kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You start out with shit. Fuck that. Dude.
That's the shit end of the
Fuck
stick.
that, dude. Monopoly's the game for real motherfuckers. If you say life, you're the fucking problem.
fuck
That's a
you,
real
You
fucking
are-
words.
Yeah, fuck you.
Seriously, man, life is
Hashtag
Dude,
fuck
it's
life.
it's fake, dude. It's a board game fed to you as a child to make you think life is so easy that's a spin of a wheel and you just get some
when
shit.
in reality it's a fucking bitch, man.
It's a bitch. You go around and around and around and
Let
around.
me ask you, did
then
you
you
go
go
to
to
college?
jail.
Was it easy?
Did I go to college?
Yeah.
I went to college and I did my like prerequisite classes and then I stopped, dude.
Me
So
too. I have like 4 college credits, I think.
yeah, but I'm sure they're not even valid anymore. If we tried
Probably
to go
not,
back,
no.
they'd be like,
I was like
no, you
19.
got to do that again. Give us
Yeah.
some money.
Exactly.
I think one of the classes I was in, like the teacher like needed like one more class member to like get her fucking whatever. She was like, if you just like sit in here and like I'll just give you good grades, you're fine. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay. It was like social studies or something like that, or geography or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, Dale, what's your this or that?
Oh man.
What kind of noise was that right there?
Watching porn back there, man.
All
He's
right.
always watching porn.
Would you
watching porn,
rather
you fucking cannibal.
this or that, dude? Fucking be able to fly or be able to swim underwater without having to come up for breath.
Fly.
So yeah, definitely fly.
Fly 100%. That was a dumb one.
Cool.
Well,
question.
yeah, I wasn't
Would
asking
rather-
you guys though,
underwater
man.
without having to take a breath.
Or fly.
Dude, fucking underwater, man. Like, we haven't even explored shit of, like, the
Dude,
bottom of the ocean.
Let me spruce that up a little
I
bit.
could.
Let me spruce that this or that up a little bit. Would you rather be a falcon man or would you rather be a merman?
Definitely Falcon Man. Dale would be a merman.
Just
wanna
go
be a
fucking
merman,
swim to the
Dale?
depths. I'd rock a fucking tail.
I don't know, man. I think fly.
Falcon man?
I'd definitely go Falcon Man. I understand the allure of wanting to explore the unknown, but if you could fly, think about this: you're on land and you can fly. That's where everybody's at. You can pay. Hey, you want to take a ride? $50. We're going flying. You know what I mean? Hey, you want to go over here?
Hop on my back.
$30. Let's
I could
go
just,
flying.
You know, possibly find like a crevice at the bottom of the ocean to the center of the earth, and you know, there's
Yeah, but then you
another-
run into like a fucking megalodon and it fucking
Yeah,
eats you.
dude, and
that
you
would
can't
make it even better.
Man,
It would.
That's the
You're-
shit
I
that
get
I want to
dude.
see.
But you could fly to the top of a mountain, dog, and be perched up, and then you go, and then you fly off, dude.
That was
and
impressive.
You're like, you're picking up fucking bitches. You're fucking
Literally with the talons.
You're getting, you can get drunk and
That's
drive.
how you get
dude.
assault charges.
You're getting drunk and flying, dude. You say, no, sir, I'm not getting drunk and
Until you
driving.
run into a telephone
I'm getting
pole.
You can't
fucking-
go drunk and flying.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm fucking hammered and
Get out your
fucking
car. All right, bitch.
Flooring, dude.
Do you guys think that? Do you think that there's like giant sea creatures
Yes, 100%.
Cthulhu.
way down low?
These fucking.
Like
There's,
the-
I mean,
the-
there are giants.
There's
dude.
dinosaurs, man. Like, hell, alligators are still around and they're in fucking Florida.
But do you think there's like seriously like fucking the size of a fucking 3 buses?
There's
That-
got to be.
Are you kidding me? There's whales that are bigger than that like people see all the time.
The blue whale. Blue whale is the biggest animal on the earth. It's like fucking 30 feet long or whatever. But do you think there's shit that's 60 feet long?
Yes, there are
Dude,
things
there's-
that are 60 feet
There's
long, Seth.
got to be
What?
things at the bottom of the ocean.
What?
What's
That
60
are
feet
evil.
long?
Oh,
You know how long 60 feet is?
yeah, 60
Dale, how big is
feet.
a blue whale? Look it up.
Larger than
GPS, bro.
60 feet.
It's
dude.
bigger than that, Seth.
60 feet is like a small school bus.
60
not.
feet. 60 feet
It's
is
not
less
school
than
bus
10
I
of
rode
me.
on.
Less than 10 of me. Is
Look,
60
look up
feet.
how big a blue whale
A blue
is.
whale is like a shit ton of me, dude.
If I'm wrong, I'll punch myself in the face.
That'd be a
and eat
shit
slice
ton of
pizza.
people.
And I'm gonna videotape it and we're gonna
Massive
post it.
blue whale.
You are gonna do
Science
that
kids.
because it is bigger than 60 feet. I can't wait to see Seth
It's like
punch himself
180
in the
feet.
fucking
It's like double that.
dude. It's yes, anaconda. I bet you there's snakes bigger than 60 feet.
No.
Dude.
Fucking anaconda, bro.
You're an idiot, dude. You're fucking dumb, dude. Sorry.
I'm dumb. Dale,
Blue whales average 82 feet.
82
Okay,
feet. You're
okay.
punching yourself in the face and eating a piece of pizza.
Oh.
It was over 60 feet. That's what you said. Yep, you fucking idiot.
Get your phone out.
These are numbers.
We'll do it after the cast. Y'all got something to look forward to.
Okay.
Um,
Do some current events, Dale. Pull up some
current
shit.
events. Yo, Tool came out with a new song.
Don't care.
You fucking dick. You like? Do you like Tool?
You know, yes, I still love Tool, but over the course of time, this whole, maybe the fucking album's gonna come out soon. Maybe it's gonna come out, I don't know, fucking sometime in like 2042. Like, yeah, when it happens, get it. And it was 42.
I don't care. I don't care about all that. I just like some of their music, dude. I think it's all right. People talk shit on it. But
That's how to do. I'll always love Tool. Like, they've always been, if you will, like my favorite band. But
46
fucking-
and 2.
when it comes to the whole
46 and 2.
waiting, anticipating, like in fucking like high anxiety, no, I don't got my balls in a twist.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Definitely.
I'm not a Tool fan.
You are a Tool though.
Yep.
Ooh,
You know, Spencer, you look like the guy that got fired from AutoZone.
Why did I get fired from AutoZone though, dude?
Laundry list of
Maybe
reasons.
because you said tool.
Oh, okay, because I said tool.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's word association.
You were actually referring to a tool that was on the shelf for sale, but your coworker Jonathan was like, "Dude, don't call me a fucking tool.
Jonathan.
You're fired."
Fuck you, Jonathan.
Dude, you look like
You
the
just
guy.
got home from it. You just got home from being fired. You
Dude.
put your regular shirt on, but you had your AutoZone shirt on before.
Sandra, make my fucking tuna salad.
You kind of look like the guy at the bar that's like trying to get a beer, but it's like a busy bar, and like other people just keep stepping in front of you, and like the chick bartenders like make eye
Politely
contact with you
stepping
still,
aside, like,
and then look
12
at the other
times in a
people that
row.
walked up after you and serve them, and you're just still standing there with this like weird look on your face, and they just
Sorry, guys, excuse me.
yeah, excuse me, and like somebody steps in front of you, like you're in line, and you're like yeah, and they're
it's
like okay, hold
fine.
on, and they still get in front of you, and you're just like oh okay, mister, you know what I mean? And the bartenders like don't even get you a beer, and you just stand there. You look like the kind of person that would still stand there for like maybe
ask her for a beer. She's
20
like,
or
"No,
30
bitch."
minutes, and then you would move on to the next bar, and the same thing would probably happen to you all over again until you went to the gas station and just went home.
Yeah, just go to Polaris.
That's kind of what you look like right now.
Barefoot, you look like you have a master's degree in sunstones.
Yeah, he looks like his mother vaccinated him with like Sunsonite. I don't even know if that's a real stone.
Wait, is this a Superman reference? Because I can totally go with that.
Dude, lay it on us, man. You're
Yeah. Hey, Barefoot, you kind of look like the person that would like not take baths, but you would just like rub yourself with like patchouli and sage.
Spence, you look like if you put on some overalls, that would be the sight of the last person you would ever see.
Now come right in, you know you're supposed to be back
That's
here,
the
boy.
the last thing, the last person you see.
Me in overalls
Back the way you came. Which way is town? Back the way you came.
in this barrel, boy.
Down that fucking cellar door.
Born no 4.
Born no 4. Come
Damn,
on.
dude, that was savage. Do me.
That was pretty sad. Do me.
You look like a taxi driver in Dayton, Georgia. This is with all the love in the world.
That's a burn enough, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was good. You look like Amsterdam Santa Claus.
Dale, you're being as quiet as Ray Charles's eyes.
You might have to edit that one out.
Dale, you look like the son of a rabbi. Who
Fuck
doesn't
you!
wanna-
Don't bring me into this.
He was like, the rabbi dad is like, I want you to be a rabbi, son. And you're like, no, dad, I want to fucking play in a band.
You're like, no, Dad, I want a quinceanera.
Fuck my butt.
Gotta be educated to get that joke.
Okay.
Looks like your first
Oh my
food memory was matzo balls.
Oh my God. Dude. Dude, so we always talk about music to some extent on this podcast. I don't know why, because I mean,
Suck at it.
oh no, we don't even do music, dude.
What is
we've never
music?
even done music before.
Never done it.
How do you
We're
huff
we're
music?
thinking about learning
Thought
how
about
to,
it, maybe.
but I've been
Not
watching
doing it, though.
YouTube videos on like what music is, but I've been thinking about starting like an emo band probably.
Yeah.
What's your favorite music, Barefoot? Like, are you I mean, if I was gonna just peg you for something, I'd look at you and I'd be like, bass nectar.
Well, I do love me some fucking bass.
Dude, I'd go Grateful Dead.
You can go Grateful Dead. Okay,
Dead.
between those two, jam band or fucking electronic.
Electronic. I won't be a
Like
liar.
Limp Bizkit, kind of.
Limp
vibe.
Bizkit. Oh, that's my shit. Hot dog flavored water, bro.
Limp
Dude.
Bizkit, fucking Fred Durst.
I had that album when I was like in 8th grade.
Honestly, man, like as much as I love fucking DJs and shit like that, you know, I like hella love string cheese. I'm wearing a fucking Halloween shirt right now. But if it comes down to it, dude, I'm a hardcore metal head till like it's been that way since day one. I'll still put on some fucking.
You know what's funny is that like modern EDM and heavy metal are very similar. There's different sounds.
This is
pretty
the
much.
bass.
There's
There's breakdowns, like, you know what I mean? There's like it's kind of the same music. It's as heavy as shit, and there's fucking substantial.
Same to be
breakdowns.
said about classical music.
Yeah.
So who do you think your all-time favorite artist would be then?
artist or like band.
Give me an electronic and then like a band. You know what I mean? Because I look at those as two separate things.
Oh, electronic was like, I feel it's always been hand in hand for me is like Tipper and Bass Nectar. Band though, dude,
Isn't that like three different dudes? Bass Nectar? It's like three different DJs, right?
It's one DJ, but I mean it's a collective of, you know, like your different people making the shit. But honestly, dude, when it comes to like favorite bands, like fuck, Deftones, Modest Mouse, Norma Jean, like, dude,
Hell yeah,
like,
dude. I fuck
that's-
Deftones.
I want the shit. I want the fucking shit where like you hear their words and like it hurts. Like you can feel it, but it's accompanied by like, "Fuck you, dude! Like let's go!" Like throwing them bows. That's still death.
Norma Jean, they put on a hell of a show every time I've seen them, dude. I've seen them for hell the past 10 years
They're
or more.
amazing.
Yeah. That was what's her name's original name? Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. Do you so you're into the festival thing too? I know that. You're wearing the Halloween fucking jersey.
That Jersey.
So give me a good festival story, man. What's probably and what do you think? What do you think your You've been to a bunch of them. What do you think what would you say the go-to festival is? If somebody's never been to a festival like that, which one would you recommend them hitting up?
Dude, honestly, it depends on like how far you want to drive or what you want to do. But for me, my go-to is Swanee. Is, you know, Halloween. Fucking, I just got back from Tipper and Friends a couple weeks ago down there, and it's beautiful, man. But up north is, you know, Camp Bisco is fucking amazing. It's on a ski resort. There's a mountain with a fucking like water park like in it, but it's so good. But stories though, talk about some fucking like crazy shit. So
The craziest one you can think of.
right off the bat, this was a very like nice moment for me. But at Bisco, this was a couple years ago. Walking by and you know, in the little lazy river, and you know, this guy needed a lighter, so I fucking gave him a lighter. Winds up going about like the day, and it didn't rain the entire weekend on this mountain until like 9 o'clock on fucking Saturday night. And ironically, it was an artist called Liquid Stranger. And fucking, it starts torrentially downpouring. Here I am blasting off on some Deems, and shit starts getting nuts. Everybody has to evacuate. Everybody's like run up to their tents. Well, at this point, I lose my flops. And once again, we're on a fucking mountain. It's
Flip-flops,
up and
like
down
sandals.
the entire way. We wind up getting outside the venue entrance, and we get in this little like round, you know, projection dome that they did late night like visuals at. Getting there, and this dude looks around, and he's like, "I need 8 people to roll blunts." Like, done. Like, give me one. Fucking 8 people turns into 25. This moment of time, everybody's like scouring across the fucking mountain trying to salvage all their shit. And me and these 25 strangers and a pug are rolling around 25 blunts. Shit got fucking... I think that might have been the highest I've ever been. Music comes back on eventually, and none of us like really gave a shit. The entire time, I'm like on the astral plane, laying in a hammock, and I'm like, these goddamn beautiful strangers and this fucking dog.
Them beautiful strangers, dude.
Well, I mean, we're nearing end times here, so I think we should do one more
The end is nigh.
thing.
One more little thing. You know, I know when we started this podcast, Seth asked you what your mantra was, but that's kind of been a revisiting current, like a revisiting theme. is let everybody know, give everybody a small message, like some words to live by. You know, a little barefoot wisdom.
Move your own fucking life. Nothing's gonna like hand anything to you. Like you gotta fucking earn it. Like you want something, go fucking get it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't question yourself. A fundamental flaw of society to me these days is fear and laziness. You shouldn't be afraid of what you think might happen, but maybe a failure. Because it's not a fucking failure. It's just the water going around the rocks in your own personal river. So if you want something, fucking move.
Fucking do it. Because ain't shit gonna fall in your lap.
Yeah. All right. So here's like a stupid deep question.
All right.
To end us out, just to like, dig down. Be descriptive. What is your perfect world?
My perfect world?
Yeah. Other than like, sucking dicks and taking the ass a bunch, a bunch of guys, a bunch of muscly guys that you
Mustaches and cowboy hats.
Oh yeah.
cowboy hats,
Old Town Road.
8-packs,
Oh.
huge dicks. Other than that, because we know that's
dicks.
what you.
That's the title of your sex tape.
Baby's arm holding an
that's
apple.
number one for you. So, number 2.
So number 2, my perfect world, man. Everybody just take care of everybody, and I'm not living in a city. I'm just living out in the country. Got like a small core of people. Fucking just chilling, dude. Not worrying about shit. If everybody look out for each other, dude.
That's nice.
I don't know. I just want to be chilling, dude. I want to be an international man of leisure. So in a perfect world, I am the international man of leisure. That's what I want to be.
That's kind of baller, dude. Honestly,
Right?
I want to shit on you right now so bad, but like I can't. That was actually a really good answer.
Dude, can we take
Thanks,
a moment
dude.
to make that happen?
Dude, I wish, dude.
That
Hey,
and
I mean,
Naked and Afraid.
yeah,
Wait,
dude.
is it like Ponderosa
the
ice
international
cream
man of
fudge, or-
leisure and fucking Naked and Scared, dude. It's Huff and Brown's Naked and Scared experience. Get it right.
All right, Barefoot. Perfect world. Where's it at?
Not on this one. We got
But if you
fucking-
could
Has to
change
be.
it, yeah, if you could, yeah, what, I mean, where would it be then?
Oh, we gotta find it first.
All right, the utopian planet.
But no, for this world, honestly, the way I picture the perfect world is like, just fucking do away with like money structure, like stop basing everything around like fucking capitalistic ideas. And what about like politics and shit? But like, can we just fucking trade and barter and like you said, just like help each other out, dude. Like, why worry about like
People are sick. Help heal them. Somebody needs a house built. The people that do
Nowadays,
that build a house.
it's
The
like,
people that know how to grow food grow the food.
right? And like
Trade you
we
that
can
food
all
for that house.
contribute.
blah,
Everybody
blah.
has everything. Well, it might sound like a fucking social commie right now, but like I don't give a damn. We can all help each other. We all have the ability now, and like it. I don't know. I feel like that's how like it would be.
You know what's funny about my question? About what your perfect world is?
What?
The funny thing is, it's a trick question because there is not a perfect world. It will never be perfect.
It would be perfect
This is
if I
true.
was an international man of
Constant
leisure.
chaos. You can control. Like,
Somebody's gonna be
You
pissy.
can control it, but it's constant chaos. It's not. It's never going to be perfect.
All right, perfect world is only me and the people I care about. And we're all happy. And we have
So-
everything we need. Perfect world.
So if it was like the book
Got
Left
you there.
Behind,
Never
and everybody like got
Never
fucking
gonna
ejected
happen.
in the rapture except like all the homies.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd
So
be fucking dope.
rapture happens. All the homies are still here because obviously we didn't get sent to heaven.
Because we're
We're here,
assholes.
yep. But I guess all the
Charming,
demon
though.
beast lords that walk the earth after all the good people have risen, we are cool with, and it's still a perfect world because they're like,
What, 'cause they
oh, hey,
smoke
what's
too?
up, you pieces of shit?
It's not true though. That's not true, man.
You asked me a fucking hypothetical question of fucking
Yeah.
what a perfect
'Cause I
world
wanted
would
to see
be,
what your
and then now
perfect
you're
world.
telling me that it would never happen. Well, no shit, it would never happen, Seth.
Yeah.
You asked me what a perfect world
If
would
I
be.
told you
There's never
it was
going to be a
happen
perfect
before,
world.
though, I wouldn't have gotten like a honest answer from you. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
That's why I did that. We'll give him a check.
Psych 101.
Yeah.
Check,
Dalmatians.
mate.
Checkmate. All right, dude. Well, Barefoot. Round of applause for you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming out here, Barefoot.
Dale, do you have any final thoughts?
No, that's it, man. I'm ready to send us out.
Well, Dale, do what you do best. Dude.
God damn it, Dale.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, do that again, dude. That sounded like shit, Dale.
Thanks.
Hey,
Hey,
wait. Hey, Dale, do what you do best,
Hey,
dude.
You know what? Let's do another 10 minutes on Dale. Let's talk
Hey,
about Dale for 10 minutes.
Dale, you know what? What's your fucking problem, man? You sound a little fucking. Are you pissed right now? You didn't talk a bunch on this episode or something?
Get
Because
your
that
time
sounded
in.
a little disheartened.
Do a monologue, dude.
Yeah, what's up, Dale? Talk
What up,
some.
dude?
The fuck?
Do a monologue, dude.
Yeah, what's
Do-
going on with you,
Do
Dale?
a dude.
Yeah.
Monologue.
Well, man, this whole time that we've been talking, I've been back here
Stroking it.
and stroking it and reflecting on all the ridiculous things that you guys have said, man.
Sure.
And I don't know, man. That just sounds like a trip.
Oh, it's
You
been
know?
a long, strange one.
That's my closing thoughts, dude. That's all I got this
Oh,
evening.
it sounds like a trip.
Sounds like a trip.
Okay, well, Dale, do what you do best and send us out of this bitch one more time.
No, not yet. We're still going. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Dale,
Do what you do best
do what you do best.
and send us out of this
Send us
bitch.
out.
Do it.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Is that good?
That was good, dude.